Hello, welcome back to the channel. So we've got this here. Hello, you join me today in the Mazda Bongo. I'm just going to do a little video on what I've done to it, how it's running now, and I'm going to show you around inside the Bongo, show you what I've done and what we've got, and see if you like the setup. Here it comes. So first of all, I'm going to talk you through what's been done to the Bongo to make it reliable, make it start right, make it run right, and the problems I've had since I bought it. As you know, if you've seen the I think I've been ripped off video, you'll see that when I bought the Bongo, it run okay when I got home, but then the next day when I tried to start it, it was an absolute struggle to start. And I think the seller knew that it was going to be a struggle to start, and he'd warmed it up, but we were so happy with the look of it and the inside of it, and not being in a camper van much before or anything like this, we were just took by looking around, which I'll show you the stuff in a bit, and the roof, the pop-up roof, all that sort of stuff. So we failed to look too much. I did get underneath a little bit, but not enough, and we failed to look at how warm it is. He started it as soon as we got there, always a red flag, but yeah, just wanted it really. So we got caught out a little bit there, but anyway, so things we've done are, so the few things we've done to the van are new alternator failed, was off for charging, rebuild the seals on the fuel pump, we did that, done all the electrics, made sure everything was right. We put new vacuum pipes on, we put new solenoids on, and also I started having a problem where I'd got no power, a lack of power, so I blanked off the AGR and that fixed that as well. And then a lot of welding, and it still needs more welding really, so that's to be done. So was I ripped off? He did odd things, I think. He knew that it shouldn't have passed the MOT. Oh, it's had new lights as well. He knew it shouldn't have passed the MOT, and he sold it with a dodgy MOT as far as I'm concerned. There's no way it should have passed, and it should have had advisories on it. But I'm still happy with the van. We've already been away in it 4 or 5 times. We've had a nice time. We've always had a problem on every trip, but I've always been able to fix it. So I'm hoping now everything's sorted, it should be reliable for the next trip. I want to go a bit further afield now. I think it's a bit more reliable. So realistically, I've spent on it in actual money 200 quid, so not that bad, but I've done it all myself. If you had to take that to a garage and they had to diagnose it, I mean, it took a long time, so time wise it would have cost a lot. And the welding obviously would also cost a lot, which I'm still to do, which I'm doing myself. So if it would have gone to somebody who didn't or couldn't do it themselves, it would have been a big problem. But I'm able to sort it out, thankfully. Now we'll show you around the van. Does need a bit of a clean because I've been in and out of here with my dirty clothes and everything while I've been fixing it. But there's the seating facing the back of the van, and there is what it looks like in the back of the van. So for storage, you've got this seat here which lifts up, and that gives you a bit of storage under there. You've got all this storage along here, which we've got cleaning products, we've got our cutlery, tea making stuff, USB, and you've got this one which has got all our food in it. If I can open it, there we go. That's got food and plates and stuff. So that's all your storage. We've got storage under the seats as well and behind the seats. So that's where we store all our stuff. And then when we've got our sleeping stuff and we're sitting in here doing things, we chuck it over the back of there or chuck it in the pop top. So that's that. We've got a 12-volt fridge there. And we've got a fluffy carpet. We do need a hoover in here. We haven't been away in it for a while because it's been being fixed as usual. And we've got a cooker and sink. I wanted to be able to cook outside as well and not sit on this here and have to cook here. So what I've done is, me and my dad, when you open this, you've put some chains here and here, and we've put a piano hinge along the back of it. You just had normal hinges on there, and now you can open that all the way and it folds out when the doors open, so you've got another area for your stuff when you're cooking. And you can stand outside under the door if it's raining and you can cook, so that's a really good thing to do, I think, so you can cook outside. Up here we've got the fridge, we've got the lights, and we've got the tap. So them are all hooked up. We've got some 12 volt there, and we've got these nice little LEDs that work off solar. The solar things is on the windscreen, so it's constantly charging. We just turn them on at night and they look really nice. So we've got them as well. We've got all our cups and things hanging on hooks there. What people really like about these, and what I like, is the electric blinds. So all them come up and down. Normally you would have to put the key in the ignition to do them, but I've done the loom swap. So we've basically put power to the fuses from the leisure battery. Did it myself without buying the loom swap kit, because that was about 45 quid. So we just use spades, cost about 5 quid for the bits. I can do a video on that if you want me to. If you want me to, put down in the comments, I'll show you exactly what I did to do it and how easy it is, and it's super easy. So that's something that everybody likes about these vans, all the electric blinds. When we sit in here, we have all the blinds down at night. We have these chairs reclined that we're sitting in, and then that is an iPad up there that we've got on a bracket that comes up and down, and we watch Sky Go on there, or Netflix, or whatever you want to watch, you can put on there. You have got heating in the rear down there, but that only works when the engine's running, so obviously it's not much good for you in the night. So we're going to be looking at connecting a diesel heater up in here and getting that done. There's the rear heaters. That does work when you do use that, it comes out there. This you can see up here is the panel to the pop top. I'm not going to put it up at the moment. You have to have the engine running to put it up, and it goes all the way up. But the good thing is this entire piece here lifts up, and when that's lifted up, you can actually stand up in here if you want to get changed. You haven't got to crawl about. The little hole there is to pass things up and down. The wires you can see there am to the solar panel. We am going to look at hiding them at some point, but they're doing the job at the moment, and you can see the little LED strings around there as well. So that's what it is. We've got some storage underneath there. We've got an airbed and stuff, but it's absolutely brilliant to sit in here at night. You can be on a wall camp or something like that. You can see over out the windows to beautiful views, sunsets and things like that. If you've got the pop top up, there is a fly net and you can undo it completely, so you've got loads of fresh air coming in the summer. But it's absolutely brilliant. We absolutely love it. So I think it was the right decision to buy the van. If we look in the front here, there's all your controls. We've got a DAB stereo, really comfortable seats. You can drive miles in this. It's automatic, which is absolutely brilliant. You've got blind controls at the front. On this, they don't work, so that's something I'm going to do and probably do a video on. We have got a crack in the windscreen, so we've got to put a new windscreen in it. But other than that, it's getting close to completion where we'll be happy with it and we don't have to do anything else to it. So please like and subscribe if you like our videos. We try to show you as much as we can, and we try to help people fix as much as they can. So if you want to donate, or if you want to help the channel, then you can do it on our PayPal, which is in the comments, in the description, sorry, and you can do it on our Patreon, which is in the description. So please subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.